that's yesterday's episode, still exporting, and now I have some errands to run, so it's going to be up late, but you know that by now, because it came up late yesterday. Also, there is a nest migration projected to happen very soon, so I'm going to head out and check out some nests and see if that happens on schedule. This is Bill Barber Park in Irvine, a nest that I've been to many times before. Did I just walk out of range? Oh well. And it's never been the best nest in terms of spawn rate, but since I've been here, before I brought the camera out, I did catch 3 or 4 oddish already. Well, let me just show you that. Oddish, oddish, oddish. So there's been quite a few oddish here. I don't see any on nearby right now, but that doesn't mean they're not there. I'm only seeing 9 out of the probably dozens of Pokemon in the park. So we're gonna keep walking, head over towards all the Pokestops that way, see if we can find some more oddish, and report this as an oddish nest. Okay, I guess we don't have to go that far. Here's the 4th oddish already, and I realize I just started talking as if this migration happened without telling you that the migration has actually happened. Alright, we're gonna take a break from the nest hunt to find this Bulbasaur. All the way up past the hockey rink? I guess it's not that far. Alright, I want to spin the Pokestops first, and I'm still looking for my Ditto. Is this it? Probably not. Nope. For those of you who have the new tracker, and maybe those of you who don't, just so you know, when this message pops up, the Pokemon fled, it doesn't always mean that it actually fled. If the game thinks that you're moving too fast and your sightings disappear, it'll also tell you that the Pokemon fled. It's not showing up on nearby anymore because something else has probably taken its place. But if we head back that way, I'm sure we'll find it, provided it hasn't actually despawned. I have some eggs hatching. They're all 2Ks, but there might be some starters in here. Ooh, Pikachu. Nice. I do need Raichu candies, even though... Pikachu candies. 420 Pikachu. Even though Raichu did just get sort of nerfed. And one of the big questions that came up after the best attackers updated list yesterday was, why is Raichu with Thundershock, that's a Geodude, why is Raichu with Thundershock rated higher than Raichu with Spark? And the reason is, the way I calculated things, it uses a Pokemon with 150 base defense. That's the average base defense. So with those calculations, the DPS between Thundershock and Spark really isn't that different, even though Sparks should theoretically be a little bit higher than Thundershock's. Magikarp. That's not bad. Ooh. That gets a star. That might be my next Gyarados. So by those calculations, against a Pokemon with 150 base defense, there's not a huge difference between Spark and Thundershock. But Thundershock does charge energy significantly faster than Spark, so using a Spark Thunder Raichu, you'll be able to use Thunder a lot more often. I think it's 7.8 seconds to use Thunder with Thundershock versus 9.1 seconds to use Thunder when you're using Spark to charge your energy. So that's where the difference comes from. That's why Thundershock is rated higher. But remember, that's against a Pokemon with 150 base defense, and as that defense changes, the damage will change, the rankings could change. But I used average because it's average. This is the Pokestop. Let's see if that Bulbasaur is still around. Alright, I guess that one might have actually despawned. We're on our way back through the park now, and there is another Oddish at one of the Pokestops here, so we'll stop by, grab that one, and then head over to the Sylph Road and report this as an Oddish nest. Also with that egg, I'm up to 3 10Ks and 6 5Ks, so I might as well start incubating these right now. Might hold on to the 10Ks, see if I can get a few more. Sweet, there's a Tauros here. Normally that's not that exciting, but after coming back from Japan and getting really excited about Farfetch'd over there, I've decided I should be equally as excited about finding the North American exclusive, Tauros. And 1409, that's definitely my highest CP Tauros. Oh god, my thumbs are cold. Tauros did get buffed. Unfortunately, it still doesn't have any really great movesets, so it's not that useful. But it was fun to put him in gyms over in Japan. And there's the Pokestop. There's the Oddish. Now, for those of you who might be new to the channel, let me explain the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas. The Nest Atlas, which I'll link to in the description, is the best resource for finding Pokemon nests near you. So the first thing I'm going to do is uncheck Unverified, which actually is going to make things hard because everything's unverified since a migration just happened. So I'll put that back on. So you can see all these markers are locations that people have reported Pokemon nests. So I'm going to zoom in to right where I am right now, Bill Barber Marine Park. We'll choose one of these pins and you can see that previously this was reported as a Ponyta nest. Then right above the last Ponyta report, there's a divider for 8th Great Migration, December 1st, 2016. That's today. It's the 30th here, but December 1st, UTC. So first I'll need to authenticate. You do need a Reddit account to use the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas, but it's free, so just go sign up. Once you're authenticated, once you're logged in, you can click on Add My Report, choose the species of Pokemon that you found, in this case Oddish, report what you saw. We didn't see any cluster spawns, but we did see a frequent spawn area, and you can add any notes. So there's my note. Spawn rate isn't normally super high here, but I did find 5 in an hour or so. Submit that, hit OK, and there it is, right above the divider. This is now reported as an Oddish nest. So once another person comes through and reports the same thing, it'll be verified, and then once you search for verified nests only, this will show up, just like that. Anything else verified yet in the area? Not a whole lot of nests verified yet, but I'm not surprised because a migration did just happen. I might need to amend my report. There are 2 more Oddish already. I just caught 1 and there's another one, 2 actually, on the nearby. So it seems the spawn rate here at this park has actually been increased recently. So it's not a bad nest. If you need Oddish, if you're in the area, come check it out. Before we head to the next nest, I just want to stop and take this gym really quick. Rhydon is a new, very popular defender because it does have the 3rd highest CP now. And I've gotten a lot of questions about how do I beat Rhydon? Well, luckily, Rhydon has 2 double weaknesses, to grass and to water. So any Pokemon with Water Gun Hydro Pump, any Pokemon with 2 grass moves is going to shred a Rhydon really quickly. While I was looking for a place to put the camera down, Cassie beat the gym. What'd you beat it with?
Vaporeon, duh.
Vaporeon. So, there you go.
Oh, I didn't put anything in there.
We'll just drop off my Rhydon now. Perfect IV Rhydon. It's my highest Pokemon. There it is. And there's another Instinct gym just over there that we'll both be able to place a Pokemon in. So let's go do that. She said yes, I heard it. You didn't hear it, but I heard it.
Sorry.
That's the gym. Okay, here it is. just to show you exactly how weak Rhydon is to grass and water, I'm gonna add this 2300 CP Rhydon. So that's 1730 and 2304. I'm gonna try to beat them both with this Tangela. 1228 Tangela with Vine Whip, Power Whip, and then just in case I need the help, 1151 Venusaur. Here we go. I missed my dodge. Totally would have had it though if I didn't screw that up. The one thing you do want to watch out for against Rhydon is sometimes it can have Mega Horn as a charge move, which is bug type and therefore super effective against grass. So against Tangela that's going to hurt, against Venusaur, Victreebel, Vileplume, they're all poison type also. So that cancels out that weakness to bug. Just something to be aware of. Water, you won't have that problem.
Yeah, those were little.
Were any of these Pidgeys a Ditto?
No.
Alright, no Dittos. I don't care. Let's go find another nest. Harvard Athletic Park. Most recently was reported as a horsey nest. So let's hop over. Here we are. I don't see multiples of anything on nearby right now. Growlithe could be a nest Pokemon. This has been a Growlithe nest previously. We were here, I think maybe 2 migrations ago. But we'll just walk around and see what we find. There are a lot of different Pokemon over here by this Pokestop, so I'm gonna head that way. I figure if we catch the Vulpix, the Geodude, the Growlithe, and we see more of those, that's a good indication that those might be the nest Pokemon. We're here. 4 Pokemon. 3 potential nest Pokemon. I mean, it could be Ekans too, but we see a lot of Ekans here. So let's just catch these. Now, the exciting thing about this nest migration happening exactly on schedule, just as we predicted, is that it means Niantic is sticking to their schedule. It means things are becoming predictable. And every nest migration so far has preceded a game update by a few days to a week. So that means sometime within the next week, we should be seeing an update. And 1 week from today is December 7th. I don't want to get you guys too excited, but it does mean something's coming within the next week. Whether or not it coincides with Gen 2 release like the Starbucks leak suggested, I'm not going to say, but something is coming soon. It's just good to see Niantic sticking to a schedule. They said previously that they wanted to try to update the game every 2 weeks, and this migration happening on schedule suggests that they will be doing that. Okay, we caught those. Still 2 more Ekans on the nearby. No Geodude, no Growlithe, no Vulpix. This might be an Ekans nest now. I guess we'll keep looking. Now, just because they're not on nearby doesn't mean they're not there. This Growlithe is obviously too far from a Pokestop, or was just too low on the priority list, I guess, to be shown. So here it is, another Growlithe. So we got the Growlithe. Still nothing super interesting on nearby. Here's another Ekans. This one's not near a Pokestop either. So we'll just catch that. And then maybe head back towards the other 2 Pokestops where those other Ekans are hanging out. Okay, I'm about ready to call it. There's another Ekans. That's 3 in a row. 2 more showing nearby other Pokestops. It's by far the most common Pokemon we've seen here. So I think Harvard Athletic Park, unfortunately, is an Ekans nest for the next 2 weeks. Pinsir? Okay, I've seen enough. There are 4 Ekans on nearby right now. I'll just catch this one, and after that, I'm gonna head back to the Sylph Road and report this as an Ekans nest. By the way, you can add new reports if there isn't one there already at a park or a nest that you discover. You just hit that menu button and add report is the first option right there. But since there are already nests reported here, I'm going to add my report. Unfortunately, it's Ekans. I know that would be cool for some of you, but out here we get a ton of them. Autocorrect changed Ekans to Jeans, but there it is. It seems like this is an Ekans nest for the next couple weeks. Unfortunately, 7+ caught or seen on nearby within 30 minutes. There it is. Submit that report, and if you're in the area, unfortunately, it is an Ekans nest for the next couple weeks, so you probably have a ton of them if you live out here. Don't bother with Harvard Athletic Park if you're looking for nest Pokemon. Now, it's 6 o'clock. You guys are waiting for yesterday's video, which is weird to say, but it's probably done exporting. I want to get home, upload that, and we also need to eat dinner. I'm back home now, but there is one more nest-related thing that I want to talk about. Recently, the new tracker alerted me to some nest behavior in this tiny park that I've been going to since the beta. It's never had any nest activity before, but I found a cluster spawn of 4 Poliwags there, and I've seen a couple Poliwags there since. So it seems like there have been new nests added to some parks. So if you don't have any nests near you, get out, check your parks, because this is a really tiny park. It's not a big park, it's not an athletic park like other nests that I've found before. This is a very small park, so there's a good chance that parks near you may have become nests recently. I made 3 of the 4 donations with the remaining money that you guys donated. The 3 on Global Giving went through. Of course, when I tried to donate $10,000 to the Japan Society Earthquake Relief Fund, my bank declined it, as I kind of expected. It said to call the number on the card. I tried. I couldn't get through to anyone to discuss letting that payment go through. So tomorrow I'm going to have to actually go to the bank to talk about it, and we'll get that taken care of then. But for now, here's thank you from Global Giving. $1,910 to restoring the Miyagi Coastal Forest. $1,910 to rebuilding community from tsunami with education. And $1,911 to the School of Fun for Children in Fukushima. And throughout the course of this video, some of you may have noticed this. These Trainer Tips badge pins are available for pre-order on the Trainer Tips merch site now. The link for that is in the description, so if you want one, go ahead and pre-order. They'll start shipping out within the next week or so. Pretty excited, they actually look really good. It was totally Cassie's idea too, so if you like them, make sure you let her know. It's a limited run. There are only 200 available in this first batch, so if you want one, make sure you get over there and grab one quick. Now, don't forget, get out, check your nests, and please report them to the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas. I'll see you guys tomorrow.